Hey guys, Haikrazon here with another Platinum Trophy overview, and today is kind of an odd one. But before that, we are doing a giveaway on the next video, so make sure to watch until the end for more details on that. We're covering South Park and the Stick of Truth. Honestly, not really a crazy platinum by any means, and if you don't count the ungodly amount of missables, right? But this is my 200th platinum, and kind of like a revenge plat, right? I played this game at launch on PS3, guides weren't really up yet, and I didn't know about the Sergeant being a missable friend, and then I played it again on PS4, totally on track, but completely forgot that the summons take a full in-game day for cooldown, so I used Mr. Slave just for shits and giggles, not inside of his ass, and then it was too late, and I didn't have any relevant backup saves, so I missed it for a second time. On that note, obvious, vague, and generic viewer discretion warning here, because the game did get banned in many countries, which makes it even better because it's South Park, but yeah, figured that was kind of necessary, right? So alright, long ass intro done. Like, subscribe, and comment if you dig the content, and let's get into it. So looking at an overview of the game and the trophy list, like I mentioned before, this game did originally come out on PS3, so it's pretty damn old. But if you don't already know, it's literally South Park the game, based around their episodes of PS4 versus Xbox with Lord of the Rings theme, if you guys saw those episodes, but with like a lot more nonsense as well. Yeah, there have been plenty of other South Park games, but this was like the first legit one. Trey Parker and Matt Stone worked very closely to the game during the development process. Their team did the voices, the writing, you name it. The best way to explain this game is that you are literally just playing an 8-hour episode of South Park, and it's amazing. They literally told Obsidian that they want their game to be a mix of FIFA and Skyrim, their favorite games, and I don't really think that lands, but you can still kind of see it, and it's funny coming from the creators of South Park, not game developers, you know? I mean, it's a traditional old-school RPG with classes to choose from and turn-based combat. The trophies, however, are pretty damn annoying. I mean, there's a lot of missable trophies, and most of the quote-unquote dungeons in the game can't be revisited, and they house collectibles in the form of armors, weapons, friends, and Pokemon. Sure, nothing is really crazy hard to find, right? But playing this without a collectible guide would be a really, really rough idea. There's also a couple trophies that require beating the game under certain circumstances. Beat the game without selling anything, and don't end a battle with a buddy knocked out. The rest are just game completion, miscellaneous cleanup, things like farting on all of your friends, just a lot of various fart-related trophies in general, because hey, it's South Park. Lastly though, a very, very brief second playthrough, because it's so quick it doesn't really matter. Actually, if you pick the Jew class from the beginning, you wouldn't even need the second playthrough. And the class actually seems pretty fun as well. All the classes kind of have a similar idea of like a stun, a armor shred, things like that. So that one could be totally irrelevant as well. Getting into the time factor for this one is a little odd, because this is really weird for me to say, but it's only like a 20-hour plat, so that's part of why this was so frustrating for me. Missing something so small on two different years apart playthroughs just had me feeling so defeated. But I like to try and make milestones important, so this way I can say, fuck you, South Park, you screwed me over twice, but I still got your platinum, even though it's not an impressive platinum. It doesn't take a long time, and it's not hard. But there's just so many missables, and I was stupid. The first one, I would say, you know, it was like, it wasn't like you had to explore, but if you didn't know to look for it, it's very easy to miss. The other one, I was just a total idiot. But the 20 hours, it's silly that that's how short it is when it messed me up this much. The pacing of the game in general is incredible. I mean, the game is easily a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it as a whole, but I'm not a huge fan of having to have a guide up the entire time to make sure I'm not missing anything. And it's not like a lot of other games where you just need to keep a couple of chapters or levels in mind. It is literally every single part of the game has a missable somewhere, whether it's a friend, an armor piece, weapon, Pokemon, whatever it is, they are everywhere. So in general, incredibly awesome, and with the time it takes to get the plat, but please, like, for real, just follow the missable specific guide as much as you can. The time, again, I mean, 20 hours, you're literally playing an episode of South Park. It's awesome. Just don't do what I did. Looking at some of the things that stuck out, I mean, really, the whole game, the content of the game. Like I said earlier, this was banned in several countries, and for a good reason, and I just feel really bad for the people that never got to play it or see it because of that. I mean, from having a trophy for watching your own parents have sex for 1 minute, and that boss fight actually happens under your parents while they're having sex, you even have to dodge genitals. It's crazy, man. From that to aborted Nazi zombie fetuses, and a dungeon being inside of Mr. Slave's asshole with everything you'd expect to find while you're up there. I mean, the game is fucking raunchy as hell, and they had a lot more freedom than they ever had with television, so it was an incredible treat for the fans and just way absurdly over the top. You're gonna have a hard time not losing your shit while you're playing this game, because it's just so over the top. Matt and Trey, it's awesome. Only other thing that really stuck out was the fact that it wasn't just turn-based combat, but interactive turn-based combat, which not near enough games do for me. Legend of Dragoon is my all-time favorite game. I've always wanted their additions system or something like that in other games. Here, it's done very well, very creatively, and most moves require a different way to interact as you do the attack. So that was just a nice little thing, because I don't like ATB. I like traditional turn-based, but with the addition to make stronger attacks, or still, not just press X and let it go, right? Wrapping up here, overall, it's an incredible game, relatively short platinum, and not hard either. The game is very forgiving, and you can abuse many attacks or mechanics to just breeze through everything. Just really gotta watch out for those missables. If I haven't said it enough already, and you want me to shut up, please just use the goddamn guide. Seriously, I'm still so upset that I had to do this 3 times. Alright, some more details on that giveaway we mentioned earlier. That is going to be on the next video. I personally really like what ACG does when he gives away the code that the devs gave him, and he just buys whatever he's reviewing instead. I really dig that, so that's what I'm going to do. The devs of Potion Permit provided me a code for that game, so that's what I've been working on, and we'll give that code away once the video goes live, with probably typical giveaway requirements like comment, subscribe. You guys know how that stuff goes. Speaking of which, I would appreciate the hell out of all 3 of those things if you made it this far. So I hope this video helped give you a good idea of what to expect with South Park and the Stick of Truth. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.